Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Simplified, a show that explains intense topic from around the world and simplifies it for you so that you can appear cooler in front of your friends.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Good day, everyone. It's a whole new episode of the TFG Indian Football Podcast. I am alone in the studio in Mumbai, and I am joined by Chiranjit via phone call. Chiranjit, we've got a couple of news today pertaining to I-League, ISL, and again I-League. I say that because Abinash Ruidas is fixed in a battle between the I-League and the ISL. You know, he has been in a podcast quite often. The reason being there's a tug of war for him between East Bengal and Mumbai City FC. Now let's see who wins this in the end.
It's not really Mumbai City is an active participant in this. Primary
I think they're the waiting party just to know that if they can get the services of Ruidas. Yeah.
So the actual tug of war is between Ruidas and East Bengal themselves, and ISL just happens to be the league that has signed him, and Mumbai City happens to be the team that is picking him up from the draft. So primarily this is a East Bengal versus Ruidas thing.
All right. Just another update that comes from this matter is the AIFF. You know, it looks more like the heading towards the end of the story, where AIFF has made it clear that the ruling body for the state of West Bengal, that is the IFA, has no jurisdiction for any sort of player disputes over contract and the validity of the contract. So AIFF has clearly stated that the player status committee is the one who will decide where this matter goes ahead, and any further decision from the IFA will not be sustained or enforced.
Yeah. So, look, this is a correct decision in terms that the token system is pretty outdated. It may have made sense in 1920s or even 1970s, but it no longer applies because all the contracts are now centrally approved. You know, we have technologically made a huge leap forward, and we don't have to rely on something as ancient as a token, which the IFA imposed and the AIFF never took up anyway. So on that basis, the initial decision made by IFA that because East Bengal have Abinash's token, he has to sign for them for this season. That particular decision is the one that was the most contentious, and AIFF looked into its constitution and said that cannot be enforced. What is interesting is that there have been other instances like this over the last few years, but AIFF never really intervened. You know, I
think the matter just got more grave is the reason because the player draft came into picture, and a player was picked up in spite of the controversy already in place before the draft system was there.
Yeah.
So if not, it would have just gone by another. I think these instances have come earlier as well, where we've seen the matter was just suppressed, and the player might have to just bow down to the state authority, and this is exactly where we've seen why there was such a big controversy happening, because the ISL was involved and the player draft was there.
It was because one of the interested parties was MG Reliance, the commercial partners of AIFF, and they had interest in getting this matter resolved seemingly in favor of Mumbai City FC, because so far we have not heard anything about the main dispute from AIFF. They have said they have only looked into whether or not IFA has jurisdiction over this. Okay, and which is fine, which is okay. They should stand as precedents and be imposed in all future player disputes. Like IFA does not, or the local body does not get to take this decision at all. all of these disputes should go to Players Status Committee and AIFF Disciplinary Committee. So that is okay. You did not do it before, fine. But then those, instances should stand as cases where justice was not served because the local association took the decision and AIFF did not intervene. So that's a failure on the administrative part.
Yeah.
That you allowed a body to take a decision when the jurisdiction lay elsewhere. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to forget about those past cases now where seemingly justice was not served. But we are going to see justice now, so that's a good thing. But we have only heard interest on that from AIFF. They have not really said anything about the main claim that East Bengal forged the signature of Abinash Ruidas on a contract paper. And then we heard a different account saying that, no, it was actually, they made him sign a blank piece of paper. Okay. So which is it? Which is it? Is it a forged signature or was it a sign on a blank piece of paper? And if it was, something on a blank piece of paper, why did Ruidas originally complain to AIFF saying they have forged my signature? Okay. And there's something else that happened on this front. The AIFF decision came out yesterday.
Yeah, again, the decision says that it's just ruling out IFF from making any decisions. Yeah. So the final verdict is yet to be given, and that will be coming from the meeting that the status committee will decide. So all that is fine. All that is fine. But that is, still, it's just AIFF asserting things like this is my area. IFA should stay out of it. Right.
That's all they have said. But the day before this decision came out, Abinash Ruidas wrote a letter to East Bengal saying, thank you for giving me XYZ opportunity to establish myself as a player, and please give me a no objection certificate to go and play for Mumbai City FC. In the next season. So, wait, why? Why did he write that letter if his claim that East Bengal was forging his signature to try and keep him for another 2 years was actually a fake? So, if he can't say that, they forged my signature and at the same time ask them for a no objection certificate.
I think it's more of the player bowing to the understood pressure that he might have to face, because he knows somewhere.
That might also happen. But if you are Ruidas should understand that he himself might face punishment for this.
Yeah.
Right. Look, if you are trying to prove yourself right, if you're trying to prove yourself innocent, why would you just in a roundabout way agree to the club's right over you? You don't ask for no objection certificate from a club unless you are contracted to the club. And Abinash's entire case is that he's not contracted to the club anymore.
Yeah.
I don't see why he actually chose to contradict himself when everything was seemingly going towards his favor. AIFF was about to knock IFA out. So
I think more of the case actually moves stronger, towards the federation, the IFA's favor, because Ruidas himself did not turn up when he was summoned for the decisions and the meetings. So in a way, Ruidas, he knows that he might be on the losing side over here, and that's the reason this attempt of asking for the no objection certificate, because this might be something that has just provoked him, understanding that if I do not make any step further towards clearing my name, he might be into trouble, and where he already is.
No, but this does not clear his name at all.
It does not.
It just ranks him in more. Yeah, it just muddies the water even more. Look, either he is right or East Bengal is right. Either he lied or East Bengal lied. And we are no closer to finding out what the case is. It just seems like everybody's, trying to bury the whole thing now. Abinash Ruidas has written a letter to East Bengal, and at the same time we're hearing that East Bengal are tired of the entire situation. Khalid Jamil is like, I don't want a player who does not want to stay here. Okay, so Khalid Jamil came in later, and now he's like, that's not his way. He knows he can't get much out of a player who, mentally has already decided to leave. So we'll have to see how the rest of it plays out. Maybe East Bengal.
I think if you just come down, if you come down to the player and the coach's level and try to understand, what you want to do of this case. As a coach, he already made a statement that he does not want a player who's, he's already given a statement that he does not want to play with East Bengal. He wouldn't want to go and just, even if, the AIFF goes and wins this argument or this dispute, they don't want to keep such a player who's already, half his mind has already gone towards Mumbai City FC. So
obviously, we are talking about somebody lied to the entire.
Yes, it's all about ethics
system.
Right now.
Yeah, but where is the resolution of that? So if East Bengal are justified, then we should actually have an investigation going into the handwriting or whatever the case is, or some sort of disciplinary consensus about this matter, so that actually there is a financial part component to this as well. Because if East Bengal are still contracted to, if Ruidas is still contracted to East Bengal, then East Bengal can ask for a transfer fee from IMG Reliance to let him play for one of the ISL teams, which in this case happens to be Mumbai City FC, right?
Yeah.
And will Mumbai City FC want to take Ruidas on if there is a additional expense of a transfer fee on him? So that is still in the entirely up in the air.
Yeah.
Will East Bengal want a transfer fee? That's also another question. Maybe they will just give him the no objection certificate, and he will be allowed to go to Mumbai City. But if Abinash Ruidas was not telling the truth when he said that East Bengal forged his signature, what punishment falls to him?
Yeah.
Or on the flip side, if Abinash Ruidas was actually true and there is an analysis and it comes back that East Bengal actually forged his signature, it was not real, their entire claim, what punishment falls on East Bengal?
Yeah.
We should hear some words from AIFF going about what they're doing to actually resolve this investigation. But so far it's not enough.
Yeah.
What they're doing, just knocking IFA out is not enough. They need to actually take this to the conclusion.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's see. Let's hope there's some peaceful resolute to this dispute that's really been stretched for over a long time. So let's move our attention to from the ISL team that we are talking about, who's not very active in this picture, Mumbai City FC. They are on a roll. Another signing. Now this time again, it's a foreigner. It's their sixth signing. It's been like just over 2 weeks, and they've already got 6 of the 8 foreigners in the squad. I think they are way ahead, in the planning stage over here compared to other ISL teams. They know what they need, and most of them have been the star performance from last season. So the latest addition in this Mumbai City FC is Mauricio Rosario. He comes from Brazil. He's a 33-year-old defender. He's predominantly a left footer and plays in central defense. Now, just looking at the defense of Mumbai City FC, Chiranjeev, Goyan is there. There is Vieira, Jerson Vieira, and here comes another Brazilian. What are they getting to? This get more meaner and meaner as they keep talking about them.
It is. And what this gives them is depth, because I don't think they can afford to play 3 defenders who are foreigners, because you're just going to have 5 on the pitch, 5 foreigners on the pitch. So they will have to keep at least, let's say, 2 in the midfield, 1 in strike, or 1 midfield, 1 wing, 1 strike. Something like that will happen. So you have 3 good foreign defenders. You pretty much know that you're only going to use 2 in most games, unless you are really in need of you have to defend in a certain situation. But what this does is that they have, it shows that they have learned their lessons. Okay, a couple of seasons they have had to pay the price because they ran out of squad depth. Like, ISL, it's no longer the kind of intense, every 2-3 days you have a match kind of a tournament that it was before. But still, it's a real thing. You have a long season, which means there are higher chances of injuries and you will miss out on players. So you need a bigger squad depth to last the entire season. So that's what they're working on. Having this guy, I don't know if he will start every game. But
that's there.
You bet he will be there in at least half the games. He will be a valuable presence in the bench.
It's a toggle between Goyan and Mauricio here. Because both...
Yeah, I think Goyan is gonna get preference.
Straightforward.
Okay, unless Mauricio really does well in the warm-ups and the practice and suddenly outshines Goyan, which I don't really see happening.
So an impressive CV for Mauricio. He's played in the Brazilian top league. He's played for Fluminense, and he's played in the top division of Portugal. And not to forget, Thailand Premier League and Indonesian Super League are also one of the leagues that Mauricio has represented. So a wealth of experience that he comes along with, and I won't be surprised if I see another announcement from Mumbai City today about yet another foreign signing, because they are on a signing spree, really.
Yeah. Absolutely, they're gonna. We can expect this thing to trickle down, and I think the biggest signings are being kept for last by Mumbai City.
Yeah. So that's about the signings for Mumbai City FC, and let's move our attention to the I-League. So just a couple of weeks back, we heard the AIFF throwing out, asking for teams to come and bid for different. From teams from different cities to participate in the I-League. And what we hear is Ozone FC, whom we talked about, in depth in the last season as well. So they did not make it to the last edition of the I-League. And hopefully, again, they've been in the news. Something can turn up from Bangalore. Also is Gokulam FC from, where are they from? From Malappuram. Yet another strong fan base for them. And a couple of names that surprise me over here is Jodhpur. There's a team from Jodhpur that has been that's applying. Chiranjit, any updates on this?
Yeah, well, there is apparently a bid coming from Jodhpur and one coming from Ahmedabad. So Ahmedabad, we know the Trans-Stadia
would be the one.
Stadium. Yeah, that has come up. So they have been really looking forward to get a team based out of there, and since everybody, like the Indian football seems to be following what Bengaluru FC do, and I've actually spoken to a couple of new in the second division or upcoming club owners. And they all seem to be mirroring that thought. Like, if needed, I will get into I-League. I will prime the fan base and sort of get in and get a feel of the thing, get some experience of how football system works. And then I will try to bid for ISL. Maybe that's what is happening with Ahmedabad case. Because, the excitement or the buzz around that stadium was ISL-centric, not I-League-centric. But they didn't make it to ISL this time. So, they might want to start with I-League. And then we have this team from Jodhpur, which I don't know much about at this moment. But I am a bit skeptical about that, because I-League is not a league that gets centrally promoted much. So if you're going to have a successful club in I-League, you either come in with a strong fan base or work really hard to sort of stimulate an existing local footballing culture and generate a great local response like Bengaluru FC have done. Okay, otherwise the teams, seemingly always falls flat, because you don't have 7-8 channels blaring with advertisements 24 hours to announce to the world that you have arrived or something like that. So, Jodhpur should actually be a potential ISL expansion city. But I'm pretty sure ISL is not going to get to that one anytime soon, because the next expansion of ISL will probably take into consideration East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and all these other kind of established names first. So let's just see how that pans out.
So
only two will be taken in.
Two. You're talking about Mumbai FC being not considered since they have been relegated. So it leaves us with 9 teams. So we don't expect any of the...
not a single peep from them.
Yeah. So anything...
I don't know what they're doing, but...
So you say, Chiranjeev, you say 2 teams can be picked up from the ones we talked about. Yeah. So that makes it 9 plus 2.
Let's just say we actually have 8 right now, and we will see who else comes in. It's the strongest bids are from obviously Gokulam FC and Ozone FC. Ozone FC have been playing second division for a while, and they even almost amassed a team that was good enough for I-League last season. They did not manage to get in. And they have the Bangalore Football Stadium. And believe me, there is a subsection of Bangalore football community which does not like Bengaluru FC. They want to see a team with more local flavor, and if Ozone can deliver on that, maybe they will get to capture that fan base. And in the future, there may be a rivalry between Bengaluru FC and Ozone FC.
That's interesting.
So it's all good. If they make that happen, that's good. But the most valuable bid is Gokulam from Malappuram, because Malappuram is a football crazy city. We saw what happened. Every Federation Cup game sold out when it was hosted there. These guys are going to really show up and support their local team if they get the chance. It's a sin that they have not even gotten that chance so far. But now that they are getting it, AIFF should take notice and really give this team a lot of advantage in terms of really getting into I-League. So fingers crossed for Gokulam FC.
Yeah. Yeah, so Gokulam looks hot favorite. The way we've spoken about Kerala football and how it draws attention, and even the World Cup, the build-up to the World Cup, the under-17. One of the cities that really just flew past the phase of ticket selling. That just shows the interest that they have over there, and so I think we are moving towards a good final I-League season that we can just imagine before the actual sort of merger takes place. So hope another season, and this one is going to be filled with foreigners again. Any update on that, Chiranjeev? We've heard last from the AIFF is that 6 foreigners will be part of the I-League squad. That's an increase of 2 from the earlier 4. So any uproar on that matter? Because we did read about some reports.
Well, for now there does not seem to be too much of a discourse on that anymore. Everybody has accepted that there's going to be 6 in the squad and 5 on the spot. And the transfer business seems to be centered on that as well. Like, just this morning, Diogo Ferreira just did a press conference in Kolkata after he signed for Mohun Bagan. And it seems like Mohun Bagan have how many? They got Yuta Kinowaki. They're pursuing very aggressively. They got Dika. They got Kingsley. And it seems like they've got Sonny Norde, who is very interested in coming back next season as well, although he's still open to other offers. So 5 signings already, and maybe if Baikamo does well in the entire CFL upcoming, maybe he will get a chance as well. So we just need to see how this pans out, and how the entire squad shapes up in the next couple of months. But it seems that a lot of the clubs are already just going ahead with their plans with that in mind, that we'll have 6 foreigners in the squad, I mean, maybe this is a mistake from I-League to go for 6 foreigners. We'll see how that pans out. But we have not heard much about it from Aizawl FC,
it's been quite
Minerva Punjab, Chennai City. Those guys. They actually protested this, and when the final decision came out, they were like, yeah, okay, we didn't like this, but we have to live with it. That's what
no
it seems
official
like.
statements put up in say disagreement or not they're not being happy about it. So we just take it at that, and let's hope we hear about the new teams that are picked up in the I-League soon. So that's a wrap for the TFG football edition, and we will come back to you all tomorrow. Till then, do follow the TFG football Twitter handle, and if you're listening to us on YouTube, do like, share and comment. That's how we know that we are reaching out to you and we're doing a good job. And also download the IVM podcast app. You can listen to the various other shows that they have. And if you want to talk to us on Twitter, Chiranjit Oja is Chiranjit's handle. Boza_Kevin is my handle. Do talk to us. Do let us know via comments, and we'll catch you up tomorrow. Bye.
That was Tantrik Steve from Hansraj College, Delhi, performing at IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo. Just like them, there's a lot of new talent and art coming out of colleges all across India, but unfortunately most of this goes completely unnoticed or ignored. To fix this, we started atkt.in. Hi, I'm Ankur, I'm a musician and a rapper, and I found that one of the best things about being an artist myself is finding new talent. Through atkt.in, Tanya, my colleague who's a dancer, and our whole team really is putting all of our efforts into discovering and promoting all the coolest talent that's coming out of colleges all across India. And this goes up on our website, our social media, TV, radio, and now, of course, this podcast with IVM. Make sure you go to our website, support the talent with your likes, your shares, your comments. All of that really matters. Go ahead, check it out. atkt.in.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी.
बोलिए मैडम.
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, टिंग्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर सकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है. आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम. आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप. सब आपकी उंगलियों पे.